Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of the 2B Honey Hive Hotel. What we're doing our first harvest. This is the early summer harvest that we'll be looking at. We're going to open this up and we're going to see the frames in here. We showed you the honey last week. We'll see how much of it's capped and we'll see what we can harvest. We're also going to be going down with the Langstroth hives, with the regular box hives, and we'll see what's harvested from there. We're really excited. I know I got a little taste of the honey last week. This week we're going to get a bigger taste, and hopefully you'll get your taste soon too. Okay? Look at these coming out here. And let's see what we end up with, huh? Okay. That's a pretty good honey frame right there. I'm going to put that down here, and we'll work on that later. Let's see on this one. Oh, look at that, huh? That's the one I took a taste from last time. Look at that, all filled up. Now what you do is, to make it easy, different beekeepers have different techniques that they try, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Some will use fume boards, which is something really stinky that you put in there. I tried that once. It was a terrible experience. I'll talk about it later. You can put escape boards in there where the bees can fly out but can't fly back in. That's a good tool to use. For me, I found the easiest thing is you just take a nice, very soft brush. You brush the bees off, and then you put the frame in a nuke box. Okay? Now, come on over here, because I want to show you how I do it in the front of the hive. I don't want to do it in the back. And very gently, look at that, very gently. Very gently, you just brush them off. You don't have to get them all. You don't have to get them all, just most of them. See? Just most of them. And then we come over and we put it in the nuke box. And then you put the lid on it. Put the lid on it so that bees obviously don't fly in. Okay? Now let's see this one next to it. Ready? There's another one full. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that. See? Now the reason why, and you'll see with the Langstroth frames, they don't come out as thick, you know, because this is all done fresh like that. We might even be able to cut this for cut comb honey. If anybody likes that, we'll see how that goes. So we'll come back over, we'll brush down the bees again. Okay, same thing. We don't hurt the bees when we do this. It's very gentle. These brushes are very, very gentle.
Well, you can see they're not hurt because they're all flying away. They're
Yes,
not,
they are.
They're not
And they're not flying away
incapacitated
Right.
in any way.
No.
And they're just hanging out.
Most
flying
of them, they
back
just
to
want to
their
go back
hive.
to
Right.
work. The ones that come back, they're just upset because they want to see. They want to go back to work. They're like, hey man, I'm not done working yet. There it is. There you go. Okay, there's one in there, but we'll get her later. Get that one out. And then you open the box, you put it in, and you close the box. And you'll see you might get a half a dozen of them in there, but for the most part, they're okay. Okay, let's see here now.
Do you want to keep going or just stop it, and then you could always say...
Well, we'll see if we get more frames.
That's what I mean. You could say we've got 5 more, we got 10 frames. You don't have to roll it for every single one. You rolled it for 2 good ones.
2 good ones?
Yeah. Should I stop it?
Sure we can. Okay, and with these, you'll see where the honey came way down. What we do is we cut it because the extractor that we have is for medium frames. So we're going to put the wax over here, and these bees will clean all the wax. Look at that honey. Okay, now we did the Hive Hotel, but now I want to show you how we work with the Langstroth hives. The way these are built up. You'll see that's the queen excluder. So the queen and the brood are down here, and we'll see if there's honey up here. Okay? Puff it a little bit there. Calm them down. Here's our tool. Here we go. And then we open this up. And if you remember, this is the inner cover. Okay. We'll put the inner cover over here. Now, a lot with these bees, on the top frame here, they don't have things capped yet. This one is the one where we should have a lot more honey. I want to check this just to be sure though, okay? Wow, that is full of honey.
Wow.
But it's not capped yet.
Okay.
See how that's so full? That looks delicious and fantastic. But it's not capped, so we don't want it. The reason why is there's still a lot of moisture and water in the honey, and after it evaporates, you want about 17 to 18% moisture in the honey. That's when they cap it. Okay? So
they know that.
They know that. They have their little hygrometers in there checking to make sure.
They are amazing. Amazing.
Okay. Now, this is my thing with the Langstroth hives. In order to get to this, I have to lift this box up and put it over there.
And it weighs a ton.
Right now, although it's not capped, it still is very heavy. Now when you look here, we should have a lot more yummy honey. Let's see what we've got. Let's see, we'll start. We're going to take this frame here out. And we're just going to set it aside, okay? Oh my goodness. Again, looks awesome. They're just starting. See, they're just starting to cap it there. Look at this. Set that aside. We've got here. Oh, that's a frame. Look at that.
Wow.
Right? Look at that. And the bees are funny. All they want to do is keep working. They just want to keep working. Because you'll see when they go back in, see, she just wants to go back to work. All right, now let's try the next one. Let's see what we've got. And there's another one. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. See?
Ready to go.
Some people go like this. And then you can just shake them more. But this is good for me. So you'll see that this, for me, this works. Every beekeeper has his own way of harvesting the honey. But for me, this works. Okay, and now for the 2-bee honey fact of the week. This week we got to see a lot of bees being brushed off the honey. So we have the honey bees, we have the brood bees, queens, drones. How many bees are actually in a hive? Well, right now, in July, in the midst of everything, there's a about 60,000 bees in a healthy hive. And that goes up and down depending on how many flowers are out there, how much water is out there, and what the weather is like. When it gets colder in the fall, all the drone bees get kicked out and the queen will stop laying eggs. And by winter and early spring, there could be 10 to 15,000 bees in there. And then she starts up again, and that's how crazy she gets. She starts laying eggs and starts building the hive back. So by July next year, we will again have 60,000 bees in each hive. So remember, a hive is a family, a very large extended family. And just imagine if you had 59,999 sisters. Bye. See you next week.